So let's just take a minute, y'all, to chit chat. First of all, let me tell you, there is so much strength in letting go. I mean, letting go of the idea of a person, letting go of the idea of a relationship, letting go of the idea of people. Like, whatever your connection is. I don't know who I'm speaking to on today, but I feel like this is a season now where we talk about letting go of people, places, and things. But I mean, really letting go. Like, whatever that situation is or was, whatever that person, whoever you thought you were going to be with for a lifetime, you thought that was going to be your boo until the end. I don't know what it is, but I would just want to come and let y'all know. Like, I just really want to chit chat, y'all. I just want to let you know there's so much power and beauty in the idea of you letting go. And y'all, this could just be, it could be a person, it could be a thing, but it can also just be the way you interact with people. Sometimes we come into different spaces and places and whatever, and we feel like we have to be a certain way. Life, society, people have put like these standards on us and make us feel like you have to show up in a certain kind of way. Like you have to just be something that you're really not. Or like, I don't know why this code switching just came up. I don't know why I just heard that, but we kind of get into spaces and places where we feel like we have to speak a certain way. We have to show up a certain way. We have to treat people a certain way. And there is a standard. There is something that you have to go by, because whoever I'm speaking to, you know, you can't be out here just living reckless. But I just want to talk about the fact that letting go is power. There's strength in that, y'all. Especially when you're dealing with different, let's talk about relationships. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's you, you know, somebody you dated, used to date, whatever it is. To everything, there's a season, y'all. Especially if these individuals hadn't made it to this season. If they hadn't made it to your reality right now. It's one thing for you to be fighting against that on the external, but I want to come from the internal thing, that when you've actually walked away, when you've actually moved on, when you've actually said, you know what, I'm going to choose me, all of those different things. What does it look like for you to truly let that go? Let that situation go. Let that person go. There's so much power when you do that. There's so much power. And y'all, the thing about this is that you have to be vulnerable in order to do it. In order for you to let go of what you thought was, it takes vulnerability. It takes courage. It takes you really understanding that this thing is over. Whatever it is, it's truly over. That you no longer have to fight for it. You no longer have to show up a certain way. You no longer have to be a certain way. That it's over, y'all. And I say that, and I hope it doesn't sound like I'm just saying, oh, forget about it. No, what I'm saying is that when you truly let it go, your new begins. We always talk about, or we look at the chapter closing, but we don't realize that when that chapter closes, there's a new one that's developing. There's a new one that's opening up, but we have to let go of what was. We have to let go of that old person. We have to let go of that way of thinking. There's some people who, let's keep it 100, y'all. Even when you decide you're going to let it go, you're going to move on, there's some people that refuses to let you go. They refuse to let you go. You've decided that, you know what, I no longer want to be your friend. I no longer want to show up in this relationship, whether it's a lover or your family member. I no longer want to do these things. So you decide you're going to let it go, right? There comes a time, though, sometimes when people cannot have access to you anymore. They cannot pick up their phones and connect with you anymore. They cannot trigger you anymore. They cannot sabotage, do all of these things to you anymore. What will happen is you will let it go, but these individuals will continue to pursue you. So you will think that you hadn't let it go. So that's where the inner work come in, y'all. If we can keep it real, that's where the inner work comes in, because you're really not fighting your past anymore. You're really not fighting that heartache anymore. You're really not fighting that generational curse, whatever it is. It's really a time now for you to hone in, tap in to you. To you. And it's so much power when you saying, you know what, God, I really don't know what else to do about this situation. I really don't know what else I can say to let them know I'm really done with you. I don't know what else I need to do in order for this individual, these people, this place, this environment. I don't know what else to do. All I know is that I want a new beginning. All I know is that I don't want to deal with the things I've dealt with, the people I've dealt with. I want a new environment. I want a new friend. I want a new lover. I want a new job. These are the things that you want. So you've decided to close a chapter of your life. And I want to just tell you, baby, you did your big one when you did that. You did your big one. Just, y'all, you don't even understand the strength and the power in just making a decision. It takes a strong individual to make a decision, especially when you're connected to different things or people that you think is your person, things that you think is supposed to pay your bills, the way you think you're supposed to show up. So when you make a decision to go against that, baby, you should applaud yourself for that. But that's not the end, y'all. Once we make the decision, we have to continue to do the work so that we can drop off all those old energies, all those old narratives, all those things that no longer serve us, whatever it may be. But it takes a strong person to do it, because you're not just fighting against your own thoughts and things or whatever, but it's people on the outside that want to continue to just pull on you. So it takes a lot, y'all. And I don't have no notes for this. I don't want to have any notes, y'all. I want to just come and give y'all what I feel in my heart, because I feel like a lot of us, if we keep it real, y'all, we have to let go of a lot of things sometimes. People, more often than not, if we keep it real, more often than not. And whoever I'm speaking to, you have learned or you're learning how to do that. But you have to continue to stand 10 toes down about what you said, what you want, how you want to show up, what you're working on, all of those things. Because one thing about the enemy, and y'all I call them the enemy, but it's just the entity in the spirit that works in that person, that thing, that environment that you want to let go. They never stop, y'all. It never stops. It never stops pursuing you, because whoever I'm speaking to, you're anointed, you're favored, you're gifted, you're loved, you're appreciated. You just wasn't that for them. You just wasn't appreciated in that environment. You just wasn't meant to be connected to that particular person, even if it's your family, y'all. Once you start evolving, you start growing up, you start realizing who you are, you will even outgrow those dynamics, those connections, those, whatever. Because sometimes you may have a cousin that is more like a sister or a brother to you. But when you start letting go and you start trusting yourself and you start saying, I want to do better, I want to have more, those individuals will want to hold on to you because they're used to who you were. They can't fathom, some people can't fathom that you've outgrown them, that you no longer want to be like that. You no longer want to connect. So it takes you, my love. It takes you being 10 toes down, being solid. It takes you every single day being intentional about letting go. And y'all, this thing is not easy. Sometimes we be so heavy again on that closed chapter, but we have to realize there's a new one opening up. So that last heartache, that last relationship, that last thing you thought was going to be your end all be all, if it did not make it, that means there's better for you. There's more for you. But it takes us, y'all, closing that last chapter, that last narrative, what we thought was, who we thought we should be. That's over, my love. It's no longer that. And I just want to applaud you. Those of you who's out here doing it. I mean, you're being these. So I've said these whole things about being intentional, about you just doing you being you. Let me chill out a little bit, because this is the season I feel like we're in, y'all. In order for you to let go, you have to really just get in the pocket of things. And I don't even know why Spirit is bringing it like that, but you have to get into the pocket. If you're saying that, you know what, I'm no longer with this person, I don't want to be with this person, this may be the season of you being single, you have to get in that pocket of being single. And you may not know what that look like, but you will figure it out, my love. I promise you, you will figure it out. So when you get onto that whole scene of being single, it may feel like this is uncomfortable. It may feel like you're pushing against the grain. It may feel like this is something, you know what, I don't know if I could do this. But I'm telling you right now, you are already equipped to do what you need to do in order for you to step into your new chapter, in order for you to let go. It's going to, whoever I'm speaking to, y'all, it's going to take you genuinely just like letting it go. And when I say that, I mean develop that I don't care attitude. I don't care who like me. I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who has an opinion about my life and my decisions. I could care less what people think that I'm doing, saying, how I'm operating, how I speak. I could care less. That's why, I don't know, I just felt led to be like, let me chill out. Let me pull back. Let me sit back. Because this is the season now for you to just be like, I don't care. And y'all, so listen, I feel like it's so hard to do that in real life, y'all. I'm not talking about something just you've developed and you working on and all of that. No, this is something that has to be experienced, y'all. You have to learn how to do this through your experiences. And the only way you can do it is by actually putting it to the test. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care that you're coming back with this same narrative, this same game, this same thing that you think is going to trigger me. I don't care about that anymore. Be so 10 toes down. Because y'all, listen, there it is, Spirit. Be so 10 toes down about that I don't care attitude. That's what it is. I could care less. So if you're gung-ho about that, nobody can come around and try to trigger you, can try to tell you what your life looks like, and try to tell you you're doing something wrong. I don't care. That's that. Because a lot of us, oh my goodness, I feel like we're about to get into it now. Let's go, Spirit. A lot of us have lived our lives where y'all listen, let's talk about it. When we were children, we wanted our parents and our family members to be proud of us. Y'all know how kids do. They'll tap you all day long on your shoulder. They'll tell you, mama, auntie, look. And when you look at them, they do something that's so minor, but what they want is your validation. We did it, y'all. So when you're a child, you want that validation. You want your people to see you, appreciate you, all of that. Then when you get in adulthood, that does not change, y'all. You get into different dynamics. You get into different friendships. You start going to college. You start doing these things, pursuing these things that you think is going to validate you. So now you're not asking that validation from your people, from your loved ones. You're seeking for that outside yourself. You're getting these, and not anything, there's nothing wrong with getting a degree, y'all. I'm not saying that, but when you're pursuing these things, you need to know, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do for me. I'm not looking for nobody to clap. I'm not looking for you to come to my graduation. None of that. I'm just doing what I want to do because I don't care what nobody have to say about me. I'm going to do me. So y'all, this is something I feel like just as a human being, this is something that we develop, y'all, throughout life. If we sit down and just think about it in real life. From the moment you came out the womb, and you were already chosen, you were already whatever, but you've always had to be, or we've always had to be in a space, in a place where it seemed like just constant approval of something, y'all. And now this is a season where you just can be like, I don't care. I don't care about what the results look like. I don't care about what nobody got to say, how they're trying to play games and all of that. All I'm going to do is decide that I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let that narrative go. I'm going to let that environment go, that person go, washing your hands of that situation. Literally washing your hands of that situation. This is the season now for you to do that. Whoever I'm speaking to, y'all. And I think I want to do more videos like this, because a lot of times we don't have people we can talk to. about these things. And although I'm coming through on a video like this, I feel like God is allowing us to interact through this, because sometimes people just don't know what you're going through, what you're experiencing. All they know is that you keep showing up. You keep being the backbone for the family. You keep being the listening ear. You keep being the one that just keep taking the licking and keep on ticking. And so they'll look at you as if you're okay. Everything is fine. All that, and you probably are. You probably are. But I'm telling you right now, if you're listening to this video, this season right here, it's okay for you to let go. There's strength in you letting go. Let it go, my love. And the people that's trying to hold on to you, because I'm telling you, once you decide to let go of that person, that place, that thing, whatever it is, there's going to be individuals that want to draw you back in, want to pull you back, want you to be triggered, want you to worry about them, think about them. But I'm telling you, when you get so solid in yourself, you're going to wipe out and dismantle all of that. All of that, y'all. You will no longer care. I hope this is making sense. And I don't even know if it's meant to, quote unquote, make sense. It's just a heartfelt message. That's it. That's all I want it to be, y'all. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking for numbers. I'm not looking. Now, God, listen, I'm in a season now where, y'all, I know 10 toes down, I'm transitioning. I'm transforming. I'm becoming something that a person, a woman that I hadn't tapped into yet. So I have to get into a space and a place where I let it go. And not to say I don't care. I'm just letting go of what I thought was supposed to be. The person I thought, the friend I thought I was supposed to connect to, the city I thought I was going to be living in, all of this stuff. All of this stuff. There's power in that. Whoever I'm speaking to, you need to know that, because y'all, sometimes we feel like when we let it go that we've what do I say? We've lost something. You hadn't. If it was meant to be with you, they were meant to be with you, they'll be with you. But we also feel like there's a season where we've given up. There it is. Like we've given up on our dreams, or we gave up on the relationship. We gave up on this thing that we're pursuing. We just gave up on it. But it's okay for you to know. It's okay for you to know that when I let this go, just because I closed this book, this chapter, this relationship, all of that, it doesn't mean there's not something new for you. There's a whole new life waiting on you. A person that's waiting on you. A goal, a career, an environment, a job, a position, a city, a place, all of that, it's waiting on you. But in order for us to do that, we gotta let go. We have to let go, y'all. We have to let go. And I really feel like I'm being the spirit, not God's spirit. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. It's trying to pull me to the idea of a person, a thing, trying to draw you back in to your past. We're not doing that. We're not even going to discuss that. It's time to let it go. Wash your hands of that, my love. Whatever that is, it no longer serves you. So if you're thinking about that as I'm speaking into your life, because this message right here is for me to pour into your cup, letting you know that even though those things, those entities, those people, that thought, that habit, whatever it is, may be trying to draw you in, you're more powerful than that, than them, than it. Way more powerful. All it takes is for you to make a decision. And once you make that decision, stand 10 toes down on what you said, how you want to be, how you want to show up. Knowing, truly letting go of everything, y'all. Everything. That takes a strong person to do so. Because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't know what it's going to look like. But that's your power. This is going to be the season that when you, or if you do decide to just test it, y'all. Test the spirit. I'm only the mouthpiece. So test it out. Try it out. When you go out to different spaces and places, you want to put on whatever, do you? When you're talking to different people and you know in your heart you love God, you this and you that, and you can't help but to talk about God, do you? When you are in different connections, dynamics, if something don't serve you, people start cutting up, acting up, and you feel like, you know what, I don't want to allow you to take me through this ringer. I'm going to cut you off at the beginning. Do you? Don't even worry about what it may look like, how they're going to perceive you, receive you. Don't worry about that. Y'all listen, my videos now, they're geared towards leaders. I'm going to stand 10 toes down about that. And sometimes these messages seem so childish, well, I guess I should use childish, because sometimes, y'all, we feel like we're so developed, we're a leader, we're this and that, we have our positions, and God has called us to do this and that. But sometimes you have to back up a little bit and evaluate what it is you need to do, how you need to let go, what you need to let go, and to know that when you do it, it's okay. Because again, I'm speaking to a person, a thing, I'm speaking to you all that has developed something. You've developed something for yourself, whatever it is, y'all. And you believe that to be true for you. And in certain seasons, that is your truth. But then there comes a time and a space where you have to let that situation, that person, that environment, that relationship, that mindset, all of that, you have to let it go. Wash your hands of it. That chapter is closed. That relationship is closed. Them people trying to do whatever they was doing to you no longer bothers you. That's closed. It's closed, y'all. Listen, I had a dream last night of somebody in a pine cone, like a white pine cone. It had white and gold on it. And I'm not going to share the dream, but I just want to share the fact that I had a dream about this pine cone. And so when I Googled it, y'all, there's a moth out here. That's another side note. Y'all might be a moth might be your confirmation, but I was dreaming about this individual or whatever. But it just, when I Googled it, the pine cone represented peace, a new beginning, a new life, just letting go. And it was a person, and I feel like a dynamic that I was sharing at some point. And I just don't feel like it was for me. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't. I was able to experience what I needed to experience. I thank God for what I went through, because it grew me up in a way that I didn't think it would, because here I am, right? If you look at all my these old videos, I was talking in just a way that, y'all, I don't know, I feel like it served me for that season, honestly. But now there's a new me that's evolving, and in order for me to do so, I have to cut this thing off, this person off, this entity off. There has to be a clear boundary between me and it. That's how I see it, as an it. Because we got to know it's not your mama, it's not your cousin, it's not your lover, it's not your friend. It's an it. It's an entity, a spirit that wants to keep you down, keep you feeling like, I got to make sure, you know, I do this and this and this and this. But God is saying, I want you to release it all. Release them, release that, release control, release everything, and let me show you that it's okay, that you're okay. Everything will be okay, even if it's not right now. The moment you release control, you stand 10 toes down about what you said, you're going to see that it's okay. And you're okay. I promise you. So y'all, listen, that's it. I don't have nothing else. My nose itching, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing else to say. I feel like I want to have more heart-to-heart conversations like this, because y'all, listen, we need it. We need it. So when I give it to you, I have to get out here and receive it too, whether it's from God or God putting somebody in my path to just pour into me. So just as I give it to you, I know God is going to give it back to me. And just as you get it, listen, sweet love, is meant for you to give it to somebody else as well. That's how this thing goes when it comes to us, when it comes to somebody that's tapped in and tuned in to self. So y'all, please know I appreciate you all so much for sharing your time with me, sharing your energy with me. I just love y'all so much. Thank y'all as we go through this transition, as we build, as we become, as this new identity just evolve within us, y'all. Letting go of what was. Letting go of who we thought we were supposed to be, what we thought we were supposed to be doing, the person we thought we were supposed to be, you know, connecting with, dating, whatever it is. Letting go of the idea of that thing. It's over. And I don't say that in a harsh way. Just know that that thing is over, and it's okay for you to close that chapter and to begin your new. That's it, y'all. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.